Welcome our viewers to the YouTube. Friends and everyone there, you are most welcome to this good program of marital issues and sex in the marriage. This is a program that will bless you, that will help your family, that will help your destiny and everything about you. Together with us, we have Reverend Munene.
Thank you very much,
You
Reverend.
are most welcome.
Asante.
And Susan Munene.
Thank you,
How
sir.
are you people?
We are strong.
You're doing well?
Yes.
You look great.
Thank
You're
you,
powerful.
thank you.
On my left, we have Bishop Joshua Pepito and Hadassah Pepito. You are most welcome.
Thank you.
To the program.
Thank you.
Yeah. How have you been? How is Nandi Hills?
Wow, Nandi is cool.
Wow.
We thank God.
Uh-huh.
Then we would like to know where you and where you are coming from. Where are you located? Who are you?
Thank you very much, Reverend, for your good question. We are the Munene's family, Mr. and Mrs. Munene.
Yes.
We are pastors in Overcomers Hope Ministry, Nairobi, Kenya. My wife, together with myself, God has blessed us with 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. And when this matter of Twatwa came, we were in a seminar, that is couples seminar. It was not in a morning Sunday service. It was not in a youth meeting. We were in a married couples seminar. And my wife, together with myself, we had gone to minister. And that's what God has called us to do, you know, to speak to the married people, to impart the married people. And when we heard about this news like any other person, number one, we didn't have a problem with what we were sharing. Our only problem was when the viral clip came and went all over to people who are not married, to the youth, to the children. Now that was our problem. But the content of the message concerning what we are talking that very day, we do not have a problem with that because that is exactly what God has called us to do. And when I see today the many lives that are being transformed by these messages, the calls that we are getting every day, the SMSs that are coming, the emails, it tells you that people are ready to hear the truth. And Pastor Sue, together with myself, we have decided to move from where we are in a lobby, moving all over the nations of the world, just like our spiritual father, Bishop Pepito, together with Mom have prophesied and told us to do, imparting and transforming lives all over the world.
Pastor Susan,
Yes.
you are the woman who is trading
Yes.
all over Kenya, Germany, and every other part of the world.
Yes.
What came into your mind when you
Yes.
heard that you have gone viral?
Wow. The first thing when I got this news, it was actually not expected because, as Pastor Munene has said, I talked to this in a couples meeting, and so I thought what we talked was just confined within the 4 corners of the church, and so it was something that got us actually by surprise because we never thought that what we shared would have actually leaked to the world. But you know, we are living in a world of social media, and anything is possible. And so when this clip came, it is important to say that our children were also aware of what is happening, and surprisingly, they were the first people to tell us what is happening. And for them, they didn't have a problem because they know that we keep on moving, you know, from one church to another, while when invited to go and speak to the married couples, to speak to the women, to speak to the youth. So for them, they didn't have a problem. They took it very positively. Of course, after that, now the media houses started coming for us. They wanted to know who are these, who is this couple. From there, we started, you know, explaining exactly what we were doing. So to us, we give God all the glory because number one, before even we went for that couples meeting, our spiritual father, Dr. Bishop Pepito, was aware about it together with Mom. And so we knew that we have a spiritual covering. And this is also a lesson to every pastor, that it is important to have a spiritual cover over you so that you can actually say, if there's something you are planning, say it so that the blessing from the top can actually be upon you. Because I'm just imagining, suppose I had gone probably to minister. Number one, I had not told my bishop. Number two, I had not also told Pastor Munene. I don't know how this thing would have actually come out. And for me, I thank God because of obeying the spiritual authority and making sure that also my husband was with me in the same meeting. So every word that I said, he was actually present to hear. And to us, we thank God the way the Kenyans have received this, and locally and internationally, this has been received very well by the married couple because they know the problem that we have right now among the married people is actually on Twatwa.
Wow.
And when we talk about Twatwa, it is important to let the audience know that Twatwa is our coded language for godly sex in marriage.
Wow.
Not sex outside marriage, but sex inside marriage. So this is only for the married people. So that's very important to note that. And that's why we keep telling the youth who could be listening to us that sex is not meant for children, sex is not meant for teenagers, sex is not meant for the youth, sex is not meant for the working class, sex is meant for parents and married. So what we are talking about and what we talked about Twatwa, we were actually talking to the married people, and we want to encourage them to actually know how to handle each other in marriage, for them to have a glorious and amazing marriage, as long as they are here on earth.
Wow.
Wow.
That is good. Thank you very much, Pastor Susan, for that good information.
Yes.
To the bishop, the spiritual covering. Bishop, I know you have been very vocal, things to do with marriage and sex and Twatwa. When you heard that your sons and daughter are trading all over in media and in social media, and how did you handle this thing when you heard that?
As the way those who teach about food can mention about a certain kind of food concerning good health. So it was not a surprise to me, because me and my wife, we have been teaching and helping people to understand about benefit of love making in marriage.
Yes.
So when the issue of what my son and daughter were talking, I heard about it going viral. It was okay until when I had people calling me, ask me about it. Then I began to think about it. But it was okay because sex in marriage is one of the ingredients of the many ingredients for love making in marriage. Yeah.
What is love?
Love is like a soup. What is soup? We cannot say it is water.
It's not tomato.
It's not tomato, but it is a combination of many things. We say it is soup. So love in marriage, it is not one thing. It is combination of many mixers, where married people mix this and that, and they become romantic. So in short, we can say that relationship living is what brings love, because of mixing many things. Sweet words, touch, all these things, hugs, kissing, good kissing, not pecking.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. Yeah, attention, all those things, they make love. Yeah.
When Munene gives you an attention, you feel you are satisfied. Tell us about that.
Wow, a good question indeed. I want to talk to the men there and tell them that it's a serious need for every woman to get attention from the wife, to get attention from the husband, and it's one of the would we say one of the ingredients or one of the signs for every woman to feel they are loved by their husband. And I want to say that it's very, very, very important because, you know, communication is important as blood is to the body. just like the, when the body, when blood, flows out in a human being, that person dies. And so it's very important to know that when your wife is talking to you, she is communicating, she's communicating to you so that you can listen to her. And the art of just stopping your phone and giving her your body gesture, non-verbal communication of showing that you are listening. Your wife interprets that you love her and you care for her. That's very, very, very important.
Sex is like food in marriage. And the way someone may lack food and begin to die gradually. Because when you don't eat, you will not fall down and die suddenly. Even people will not know that you are dying. The same case with the issue of sex in marriage.
Yes.
When it is not there, the marriage dies gradually. And when people hear about some crisis, when they have gone all over, they think that it began that morning. It is something which began many years ago, when there was that starvation, and people are denying themselves what is the food for marriage. But remember, I said that it is one of the ingredients. It is one of the ingredients which are many in lovemaking in marriage.
Sure. Mama,
Yes, please.
can this food be borrowed in neighbor's house?
Oh my. No, baby. Yeah. This food you cannot borrow.
This is the only area in marriage
Yes.
you cannot delegate.
Yes.
Even to the closest friend. It is a personal responsibility up to them.
Viewers, it is a personal responsibility.
Yes.
There is no delegation here.
Yes.
You handle it alone,
Yes.
by yourself.
Yes.
And Pastor Sue,
Yes.
what came into your mind? Where did you get this word, Twatwa?
Yes.
And it was trading all over.
The word Twatwa was not premeditated. It's not something that I actually planned to say. For me, I take it as a prophetic utterance. And I'm reminded of the children of Israel when they were told to go over the wall of Jericho. And the Bible says that at the 7th time when they were going around, they were told to make a shout. And the Bible says after they made a shout, and they were not told what type of a shout, the Bible says that the walls came down. And for me, I take Twatwa like one of those prophetic words that was spoken to the wall of Jericho, and it actually fell down. So it was not a word that I premeditated or I knew that I would
It
say.
is, we say it is a Rema word.
It was a Rema word.
The word that is dropped at the season.
At the season and for that particular time. So for me, it just came out. For me, it's like even me when I had the clip, I could connect with all the message, but the last part, I could feel like, hey, where did this one come from? So to me, also, it's not a word that I really had used before. It's a word that just came out. And to God be the glory, because for me now, I see Twatwa like action. I would say Twatwa is like something that is on action. And for true, sex is actually action. It's not just something that you just sit there, without doing something. So that word was very prophetic.
This one you want to tell us, it is only the angels and God in heaven
Yes.
who are watching the game.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, that's very true, and that's why the first statement you remember, and I'm sure that clip has just ran right now, it is showing that we started by saying that sex is the only game that God created. What I wanted to mean is that, my spiritual dad, Bishop Epito, has taught me that if you take sex as a very serious thing, you will not enjoy it. Anything that people take it as a game, you find you are at ease, you find you do it with a lot of vigor, and in a game, you are either you either enjoy it and enjoy it. In a game, it's actually meant just to enjoy. And so for me, when I put the utterance of a game, I wanted to remove the seriousness, because in Africa, sex is taken as as a taboo. It is taken as an abomination. It is taken as something sinful, even in marriage. It was sin before, but now since we are married, it is no longer sin. And so that's one of the things that every married couple must know. Sex was sin before, but right now it's not a sin because you are doing it in the context of marriage, and you are not just doing it with any other husband, you are doing it with your covenant husband. And so when you take it as a game, it becomes very enjoyable. And this is the only game that is actually written in the Bible. We don't have football. People love football all over the world, but it is not in the Bible. Rugby is not in the Bible. Netball is not in the Bible. Football, you know, any other game. All these other games are actually man-made. So
is there coaching? Do you need someone to coach you as you're doing this?
Wow. Most of the times when people marry, they think they don't need a coach. But for me, what I have now learned, if you don't want to make so much mistake and keep having crisis around, you know, that area of Twatwa, it is important to get a mentor. So that, because this is a journey you have never walked into. And the good thing with a mentor is someone who has been ahead of you. He has walked the journey of marriage. He has been there. He has done enough mistakes. So the purpose of a mentor is to guide you as a husband and a wife, so that you don't make the same mistakes that others do, because sex is a serious need, and a priority in marriage. So when it is not well handled with knowledge, it can actually stagnate and make the family stand.
Bishop, there is always complaints that we hear from women that they are not prepared, they are not worked on, and there is no readiness in marriage, in sex. How do you take this?
Yeah, simple question. Who prepare them to eat food? You see, what you know is that you are the beneficiary. You cannot talk about there is no one who has prepared you about it. Because even the man who prepared you.
Wow.
So, what we can say is that the long notion people have in marriage, an old mindset that it is a man thing. Because maybe people grew knowing that this is a man thing. Because when we were growing up as boys and girls, you could hear, I want to give it to him. And
I want to give it to him.
Yeah. So when people come to marriage, they come with the same mindset and mentality. And there is not such a word in the Bible. Because according to the manufacturer, who is God of human being, and the one who created this game, he talked about divine exchange.
Wow.
That when people come together in a holy matrimony at the altar, what happened, the first thing happened there is divine exchange. Where God says clearly that from that day, a man or husband does not belong to his own body again, but that body belongs to the wife. And vice versa. That the woman doesn't have the authority again, or she's no longer the owner of the body. So the notion of that it is a man thing is what causes women keep on complaining and saying that my man has not prepared. When it comes to sex, when you say that you are not prepared, it's good to remember that that body does not belong to you. It belongs to the one who is coming. So the same case also with the men. Because also there is a problem with the men who are saying that I'm not feeling it today. You know the kind of stress we are going through, the pressure of work. That man also need to remember that what he's talking and trying to bring discussion, they discuss about it, is belong to someone else.
Wow.
There is this notion of whereby one says, I'm not feeling like I can do it today.
I can add on that. I think sex has nothing to do with the feelings. It is the truth.
And facts.
And the fact. And also, you can sacrifice for your partner. If you are not ready and your partner is ready, why don't you go ahead for this person you love so much and you really cares for him? Why don't you take a step and sacrifice? And you say, I'm doing it not for myself, but for my partner.
Yes.
And also in this area, there is what we call sexometer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sexometer.
Yes, sexometer.
Yes. And we also have different types of sex. There's something we call a pressurable sex. You do it for pressure. There is a sex you do it for production.
Yes.
You need a baby. And there is a sex you do for your partner.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you differentiate the three?
Pressurable sex is when both of you, you are at the peak.
Yes.
You are enjoying.
Yes.
Even SOJs or shout of
The
joy
shout
cannot
Yeah.
be produced. But there is this one which is dutiful sex.
Yes.
Because it is your duty
Yes.
to do it to your partner.
Yes.
And if you don't do it, what is in your mind?
Yes.
According to you, where will he go when you deny him?
Yes.
What are you thinking about in a worldly of sexual disorder? It is recorded clearly in the Bible. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 3 to 5.
Yes.
Message translation. That sex is the strongest drive on earth.
Wow.
But it can be contained only in marriage.
Wow.
The strongest drive on earth can be contained only in marriage. When one partner is denying the other, in his mind, back of his mind, he's thinking where this man will go. This is only drive which can bring two total strangers together, and they live as if they came from the same womb.
Wow.
The Bible says that they will, the man will cleave to his wife and become one flesh.
We eat every day,
Wow.
and we don't have a problem with taking our meals on a daily basis. We shower every day. We don't have a problem with going to the bathroom and showering yourself.
Yes.
Why? Because you know the benefits of being clean.
Wow.
You know the benefits of feeding your body.
Yes.
And just like my papa, my bishop has said,
Yes.
you see, sex is the food for marriage.
Yes.
So the way you require to eat so that you can feel you are warm,
Yes.
you are good, you are okay, the same way you will require Twatwa. And when you have that mentality, you'll not take it that Twatwa is something to bother you.
Yes.
You know, there are people who think like, I'm getting bothered by this. You know, do you get bothered by eating? No. Do you get bothered by taking a shower? No. So the same, when you understand the benefits, my spiritual dad has just said, there are so many benefits of sex, of Twatwa. So when you understand that, you will not have like it's a burden or it's something so big for you. Actually, it is going to be an enjoyment.
Now,
Yes.